lost, and then the next 3, Chase has beat out Luis, and so, you know, question becomes, does that story keep following up where Chase, you know, seemingly drops the first set and brings it back to back to back, and that's the second time Send is SD to stock in this top 8. Okay. You don't want to do that.
I mean, he's SD and somehow he's still here. That's the nice thing about Best of 5. I wanted to give a shout out to, you know, this event running
all Best of 5?
And I want to point out maybe some of the side effects of that, right? You don't really expect that from just poolside. You've played a lot of matches to get to this point.
Temporary plan beating Jared the King.
Jared is king, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of games, right? You have a best of 5, and it's much nicer because it's a more consistent measure of results, but yeah. I'm tired commentating. I can't imagine playing right now when you've had to play like 8 best of 5s, so.
You know what? Chase and Send, they're built for this. Look at this. Chase is not skipping a beat. Back air to back air. He is looking for this stock, and oh, dude, almost found it with that shield.
Absolutely, almost finds a little bit, and that counter will do it. Hey, there's one thing about Ness. Once he goes into that up B and gets the PK2, guess what? You know exactly where he's trying to go. The ledge. And what better way to kill him with the counter at the ledge? Pretty good move by Chase, but Send right back out there with the up smash and the yo-yo.
Yeah, usually characters can't really contest Ness. A lot of times people describe him as like a walking hitbox. He's like a stage hazard, just throwing things out. However, Palutena Bear, Palutena Dash Attack, Palutena Counter, all really good things to not only contest him air to air, but even in the edge guard situations. Because a lot of characters can't even challenge that PK2, like we were talking about. Like, we know where he's going, obviously. You get hit by it and you die. That sucks. Well, you can bear it. You can counter it, right? It's really, really good.
But Send right now really trying to force the issue on the stock. I mean, dropping a stock that early, now you got to fire back, but it is not going well. Chase, halo to halo, sounding a little bit like Beyonce.
Trying to wrap it up with all those up airs, but not getting quite just yet. Again, Send is not at the percentage yet to really get killed, you know? Those up airs putting a lot of damage, but now we're back in the scenario where, hey, Send has a little bit of the advantage. He's keeping a good job of keeping Chase off stage, but those teleports are helping him gain center stage, and now we're back in the scenario where, hey, we're just throwing haymakers and seeing what sticks, and what sticks, that fair off stage from Send.
Yes, sir. You get that edge guard every time. You line it up and get it ready, and now Send, all of a sudden, it's an even game. You know how Send do. He can pop one hit and you're dead, but Chase still can't count him out. Dude is nasty with it. Yeah, right now, resetting her.
You can't help but wonder what would have been if Send had another stock, right? Like, that was last stock. Basically last hit, not really for Chase, but that was one advantage, stayed away from making it even. However, Send doing a really good job of keeping his composure, and that's kind of like the qualities of a top player. Even if you have 1 stock, 2 stock, 3 stock, that 1 stock can do enough to take your entire game, right?
The game isn't over until it's over. For sure. That is sports in memoriam, okay? You are down until you are out. And that is how you play as a top player every single time.
You still got that Hail Mary if you need it. And Send is one of those players where he might hit that side magnet, and all of a sudden you go from 0 to nothing.
0 to no hero. There's no hero.
No hero saving you from that combo.
Hell no. Hell no. But we're back into it. A little bit more of that footsie action, trying to get in on the other. That pickle grab coming out from Send, throwing that back there, but nothing happened. That was a bit of a scary situation for him right there again.
He wanted him dead. He wanted him dead. Cal Irv, look at this. He is getting a little bit diced with those forward airs.
I mean, it's scary because Send has Palutena matchup. Let's be completely honest. He's probably played Louis Money a million times, and Chase knows this, and that's kind of why we're seeing him do these earlier teleports, because when you're right below the ledge, teleport doesn't snap to ledge immediately. It takes a while, and it gets caught by yo-yo. It gets caught by all these moves that Send is doing, right? He'll drop down there, he'll drop down whatever, and he'll hit him. So that's why Chase is forced to do these high recoveries. However, it doesn't really matter if you can't get him into that position anyways. Back are going to take it. 102 for Chase, and if he can get 1 combo starter, this is great extra credit.
You know, that teleport canceled to go ahead and get the first hit, but Send, you know what? We've seen him many a times. Almost, dude.
That not a hit? My goodness, the energy right there in his face, but luckily dodged straight out of it, and now Chase is packing out a little bit more of that percentage, but Send is straight up throwing bows in his face. This is just like one of those animes where you're throwing a fist and he's barely dodging. It's slow motion.
Bro, he kneeled for the Matrix.
Exactly, straight up kneel for the Matrix. Dodging those bullets, but that up tilt not going to kill quite just yet. Send gets him on ledge, teleports right back, and that little boop will do it.
Hey, one little jab right there, get him with basically a curb stomp at that point with how much damage that'd be doing, but gotta be watching for the shield because that will cause a concussion or two.
Yeah, I mean, the shield point on that, on Palutena back air is like one of the main reasons why we can contest in the first place. Nice pivot grab, going for that up there, trying to juggle. And Shark in this position, Sen forcing himself into the corner. We've been seeing that a lot. Chase has been doing a really good job of controlling the stage and just fighting in general, but here we go, Sen finding his way in, but getting that reversal off stage. Stuck against the corner, nice, he uses PK Thunder. I really love the bag of tricks Sen always uses. Like, you don't really see this a lot from other Nesses. Look at that stall, the reverse PK Thunder, but the 2-frame gonna come out and take that stock.
Yeah, just a little bit off on that positioning for that PK Thunder, sadly for Sen, but you know what? 28%, all he needs is one clean little hit, and then all of a sudden, it is back to even. We've seen Sen claw through worse already in this set alone, so, but Chase has not been giving him a thing for the past couple of minutes.
This has been all Chase. There's no room for Sen to change.
Never mind, he missed the tech, It is nice.
I was expecting that. I got hit by that there. I know Earth got hit by that there. I know
I got hit.
How did I hit? Like, literally, it was like a car crash.
I got hit by it twice.
I know. Both sides of that nair slamming you straight in the face. Hey, you gotta go to blast zone. But, again, a little bit of extra credit, right? Chase is still in it with a cool crisp 66%, and it keeps on adding on with these straight hits, with those dash attacks, and with those bears. He has no reason not to keep on pressing the issue. Reading that air dodge with a little bit of fair puts him in a slightly bad position. But Sen is not one to be laid out. He still has all of these moves to attack on this damage with these fairs and these bears. Just throwing them out and seeing what sticks. You gotta see what sticks and see if you can build back some of that momentum. Gets him into a roll scenario. Nothing happening quite just yet. Teleports back to the stage. There, send straight off the stage. Not the best place to be. Is that right, Yin?
Oh, 100%, and this time, though, being ready for that down tilt 2-frame. Living, not being caught up by the halo right there, and now Sen has a second chance.
No jump.
That's a yo-yo. Sen steals that game.
It up.
Literally, he was not in that until finally, just no jump, as Earth was saying, and yo-yoed him straight off. And now we're all tied up in a set, Earth.
I mean, I was saying earlier, the reason why Palutena, like we said, Chase is going high, he's recovering high, he's TPing, getting the TP cancels. However, like the moment he dips and he's parallel to the ledge, you can't really recover. Like, especially if Sen has time to set up, he just puts his back against the ledge, drops the yo-yo, and he's walking the dog.
Hey, let me show you a trick, Mom. Do you like this one? 100%.
Guess what? Chase did not like that one, as it's all tied up. That down there not going to kill because he was at 0. But again, pretty tight there. He did it. I'm not going. I love
it's
when
a scary
Chase goes
thing.
for those. Whenever Chase like hits those, I always go, ooh. There's a little bit of that swag face. We go, ooh, that like dirt face you get when you see it. I
like
get that
you gotta
every time
respect
Chase does it. No, like you have to. You have to. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, you take every advantage you can. I just want to point out dash attack is the MVP of this match. He's gotten so many openings from that. Going low, barely catching the ledge. Oh, but the PK Thunder, he realized he was too low. Couldn't get back on stage, and that's just another deficit that Sen has to fight back from. We were saying earlier in game 1, what if he had another stock? Well, sometimes we might not even figure it out because right now Sen losing these stocks so early, so tough. But we saw from game 2, definitely possible to come back from.
That's the brutality that is Palu and Chase's Palu so far. He's been very willing to go for these edge guards, but you know what? Right now, as you mentioned, that dash attack has been doing numbers, and oh my gosh, trying to catch him up.
What an air dodge that explosive.
Yeah.
Get out, and then they're
He died.
killing just like that. Sen is going kind of crazy with all of these, like as Earth's been saying this whole time, it's just hard for Palutena to get back against Ness. Call him out, and like it's hard to pick those because you don't know what's gonna happen.
I mean, Ness Nair lasts forever, yo-yo to deal with, but it's not like it's easy for Sen either, right? Like, you're so floaty, you have to be so tricky. I really like all the movement that Sen does and is willing to do at the ledge. Like, he's the first Ness that you see, like, actually playing. He uses PK Flash, like, 2 times, or he'll use Magnet, or he'll use Air Dodge to kind of stall out and trick up the timing. However, in this case, it's not doing him too many great things. We'll see if Chase is willing to go off stage once again. Doesn't really commit to that, using the PK Thunder, get him off of me. Nice fair, finding him space, nice roll behind, finally getting the advantage, but he falls out of the fair.
Yeah, and now, getting caught up, and you are gone. Drop him off the top.
Well, the downer and the up air. Wow, what a call out by Chase.
Dude, Chase and Luis have been hitting that so much the past month.
I know, and it's something that we haven't seen Palutena do as much, but as the meta evolves around Palutena, because these players have been playing for since the game started. You see that more often where it's like, okay, down air is very quick, and then the up air is a very good kill move. It just makes sense to combo the two. Wow, Sen barely getting back from that. That F smash was very close to setting him off, but Sen with the foresight to say, hey, I have to readjust and going high, make it straight back.
Yeah, wipe the sweat off the brows and barely getting through with that teleport. Chase, just by the skin of his teeth, holding on to the stock. Sen fighting tooth and nail, but unable to get any answers here.
Nice teleport out of disadvantage. Chase is just doing a really good job. He's keeping it simple. He's just throwing out straight hits, standing in place, waiting for Sen to kind of walk back into him. These fairs and bears have been finding their mark, and right now Sen just has to run up shield, look for a grab, look for something, because all the times that he has been swinging, he's been getting caught by Nair Fair Bear. And again, you're stuck in the corner. Back air is so scary.
Yeah, no, I do like how he went ahead and backed up to bait the projectiles for a little bit of healing. So now Chase kind of forced the issue here. But, beautiful parry, but don't matter. Chase, such good mobility and spacing to get that last stock right there. Heading into game 4, Chase up 2-1.
His dashes and his bears have been on point in these.
The spacing!
His spacing has been on point in every single interaction. That has been, I mean, like, they're like all this tricky movement that's coming out of Sen's corner. It doesn't matter when Chase has these tools to compete with those. And he does every single time, and it seems like it's looking like a Chase dub, but Sen's not one to really count out just yet as we're going to Battlefield, which is a very Ness dominant stage.
Yeah, I mean, he's super tricky. We can see the PK fire every time he has a platform. He gets the angled one. He can use side magnet to dance around. But I want to point out, if Chase didn't find, or not, sorry, excuse me, if Sen didn't find that one small opening in Chase when he didn't have the jump off stage and he died at 60, there wouldn't be this game 4, right? Yeah. So we can kind of see how the momentum has been shifting. Chase has just been playing a super solid game where he's always ahead. And it's this moment-to-moment interaction, right, where Chase is just swinging in really, really good spots. He doesn't really let Sen in. He's doing all the space that he has really efficiently to use these dash attacks. Look, he's just staying in the center, throwing fair, throwing there. You can't really contest. And every time Sen kind of walks into that, he's getting stuffed out. And that's a really, really tough thing, and even more so when you're behind.
Oh, 100%, but you know what? Right now, keeping it nice and even. Maybe a shield break. Nah, rolling right on out of there. That is the thing. There is a gap in that yo-yo where you can roll out or jump out. So Chase keeping aware, but all the same, Sen not dropping this disadvantage for too long. Hold up. Big Daddy, how does he get through?
I don't know, but getting the tech right there, saying Sen straight back to stage. But, of course, the back air not killing quite just yet. Again,
no jump. No
but
jump.
That's so tough, and that will be it. The Gimp with the neutral being, hey, it's tough, auto reticle. You cannot move until it hits you back. That's tough. Chase calls it out, and that's a stock right there. Sen gets that stock right back with the Nair, and we're back to even stocks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you know what? At the same time, Chase is kind of showing a little bit of dominance. Thankfully for Sendo, this game, he's starting to come a little bit more alive, but just not seeing some of that normal advantage state I know him for.
Right. And it's like when you see players who usually are dominant in certain aspects of the game, you have to think about, like, okay, the character that they're playing against. And right now we can see a little bit of that showing right now, getting the back air, 3 interactions called out correctly. But you're now stuck caught in the corner, and this is like your worst nightmare, right? Chase is so willing to go out, chase with those back airs, going for the down tilt 2 frames, doesn't find it, still going for it. I mean, Sen, respect for being patient, but Chase was definitely overextending his lead. That side magnet not too close enough to get the hit confirmed. I don't think you have a jump right here. And Chase realizing that too. Drop down, go for the counter. Nice weave.
Angle! He got the mangles with it!
Somehow getting straight out of that situation that was almost unkillable. Up air not killing quite just yet, but what a turnaround from Sen. Not much to do. Yo-yo the other direction, unfortunately, for Sen. Now we're back to another neutral mode where let's see which one gets in. Dash attack not working out as a big old shield from Palutena's end comes out. Again, the up air's not getting
Oh my god! What a
no, he's alive! Somehow makes it out of that! He's supposed to flame. Finally dies with that neutral air from Chase.
Bro is just running it back to back. Oh, getting the stock too. Not even a question. Keeping it nice and even. Sen really showing that he can hang with it because he's been one of the best in Smash 4, so you better respect his name because dog is coming through right now.
Every single time Sen has lost the stock of this game, he gets it straight back. Okay, you took that stock first, I'm going to take it straight back, we're back to even. It's like, okay, you got me, but I'm gonna get you back.
Oh, and there's no Martyrdom when you don't have another stock to play with. You can't necessarily get the stock back when it's over. That's going to be 3-1